Hi, my name is Akarshan. I am studying currently at Jindal School of International Affairs and I'm pursuing my Masters in Diplomacy, Law and Business. Prior to this, I was a philosophy student and I did my graduation from Hindu College in Delhi University. I was always interested in international relations, and philosophy serves as a bedrock element for all the theories to be built upon. And that was one of the primary reasons why I shifted to international relations. But however, talking about why OP Jindal as a university, so the idea is that it is not highly theoretical, but it is also practical in nature. Whilst other colleges, for example JNU or South Asian University, they offer a course which is highly theoretical in nature and doesn't give us the practical element of it, which is actually quite crucial when you come to terms with the market demand and the amount of opportunities available in terms of placements and in terms of other job opportunities. Also in think tanks and research avenues, the amount of internship experience and the amount of faculty that Jindal offers is unparalleled to any other university. Jindal University offers very exquisite subjects which are highly specific in nature and offer a specialization program in amongst fields such as security and national studies, economic and foreign policy. And they have experts coming all over. For example, professors like Professor Harsh Pant, retired Lieutenant General Professor A.K. Singh, and other renowned specialists of the field. So, like I said, it's not extremely theoretical. So people from the practical experience of policy making, defense, military, ambassadors, retired ambassadors such as Professor Mohan Kumar, all of these people offer an exclusive idea into the practical element of the subjects that they are very teaching, because they have already served in those power positions and those positions of influence wherein they have a first-hand experience which they share with us, which offers much more than what a professor otherwise would offer in terms of simply theoretical subjects. Placement in international affairs are happening all throughout the array, which are possible in international affairs. For example, think tanks are there, NGOs are there, and corporate has of late been picking up space. The market of threat and risk analysis has of late been growing in India with respect to the foreign exposure that were there. But the feeder institutions within India were very less because, like I already mentioned, the focus on international affairs as a master's subject is sheerly theoretical in nature, which cuts away the scope for the students to go into threat analysis. However, companies such as Midcat, Jane's Defense, Max Securities, and Uber also of late has been joining into the pool of the recruiters from our school, and it has been growing exponentially over the time. JSI is one of the very young schools which have been, instituted into the JGO fraternity, but of late it has been picking up pretty good space. Pay packages kind of range from 8 lakh per annum to 11 lakh per annum, and that is the range of late offered by the corporates, and it is obviously going upwards, and with the influx of Uber this time and Bloomberg probably coming in, so that could be one of the probable offshoots which will offer more than this. However, the general packages that are being offered are from 5 to 10 lakhs, which are inclusive of all the NGOs that are there, for example, Samagra, and other international collaborations and missions such as the embassy missions in the embassies of Lebanon and Peru that are being offered. So that is not sheerly just about the packages in terms of monetary benefits, but also the amount of work that you do and the kind of and the quality of work that you do, which is pretty spectacular in that regards. Well, for upcoming undergrads, I would highly recommend this course because not only it gives you an experience in terms of academics, but also the publication part of it and the writing and the researching part of it is pretty sturdy in nature. Professors, when they offer us an free hand in order to write reflectively as well as to do thorough research, and with the amount of resources that are available in the library, well, the library is unprecedented in that regards. Well, so Jindal offers an open access to all the eminent international affairs journals and magazines such as Foreign Affairs, Foreign Policy, and also on request we can, it's as simple as simply mailing the library people and they will send an article of whatever subject, whatever quantum, and whatever, the journal you want. Apart from that, we also have subscriptions through which we can literally download from the net, which otherwise were only in the read-only mode. So that is one of the best things about the library. Apart from that, master's students gets the perk of issuing up to 8 books for the period of a month. So that is quite sturdy, and the amount of information through the audio-visual modes that are available So we can literally take into account that as well and see the histographic or the infographics through an audiovisual mode, which aids into better learning experience altogether. What in other international affairs institutions happens is that only the PhD students have mentors, and they can interact with them and write collaborative essays or do a guided research. But like in Jindal, so there are separate pathways for final semester master's student. One of them is capstone, via which you can gain the industry experience if you are interested in that side. However, talking specifically about the research part of it, there is an independent research schema through which in the final semester you wouldn't be necessarily supposed to study through the academic subjects that are being offered, but you can choose and opt for the research pathway, in which you will be given a mentor who will be guiding you throughout the process of abstract writing, your research proposal, fine-tuning your research proposal, and eventually coming up in terms with your research paper. And there have been ample instances wherein students and professors have co-authored papers for journals, for magazines, for online platforms otherwise as well. And it is a guided schema, even in our regular course of studies, the electives that are there. So the electives offered provide us with a very wide ambit of experience and the liberty to actually delve into any and all things within the subject, of course, that we need to learn upon. And professors are pretty helpful in terms of sharing resource materials and research ideas. The fees for my course is that per semester the tuition fee that we have is about 1.5 lakhs, and this is apart from the tuition fees. Apart from the tuition fees, there is also a hostel fee which is there. So specifically talking about my course, the hostel fee is 1.2 lakhs. The admission procedure is pretty simple in that regard. So there is an examination which is conducted by the common entrance test by Jindal. So you have a set of 2 to 3 questions which are subjective in nature, and essay mode which will actually prepare you for what you are entering into in terms of JSI, MADLB as a program. So that is there, and then good scholarships are being offered to students who are meritorious and fit the befitting criteria of the requirement. It's a merit cum means scholarship that is being offered. So for that you have to separately apply, and there's a small interview interaction with the faculty which is the final decider. I have been fortunate enough to get Savitri Jindal scholarship. The waiver that has been offered to me is for 20% of my tuition fees. My expectations were not so much, because I took a gap year in between my graduation and coming to masters. So my idea was primarily to gain more insights into the field, because that is where I would want to employ myself in future. So quite rarely I didn't have any expectations as such from the subject, because it was new to me. But in terms of college, the experience, the things that I have heard, because I had a few friends in law school and business school otherwise. So what I have heard was it was a vibrant life, and pre-COVID, because I took admission in 2021. So pre-COVID it used to be much more vibrant, so I've heard. But while coming here, I think I'm fairly satisfied, because the experience, the cultural engagements that are there, the amount of institution building, and the role of students in institution building per se. So even the career services office or international collaboration office, we are supposed to bring inputs to there, and our inputs are actually taken into consideration. So it's a pretty engaging course curriculum and college experience as such, I would say. We have got a movie theatre, which is also known as the Performing Arts Theatre, which is pretty spectacular. So screening of matches happens, and screening of movies happen. And apart from that, there are constant engagements in terms of buddy project which goes on, which is just familiarization into the college by the seniors for the juniors. So that is there. And apart from that, there are regular sporting activities going on. There is Biswamil, which is our cultural fest, which is just around the corner. Then there are guest performances, such as, for example, over the weekend, singer Anuv Jan is coming. So these all activities keep on happening, and it is pretty entertaining and also enriching in nature. Infrastructure is pretty spectacular in that regards, because it's very modern. The classrooms are pretty comfortable and modern as in that regards. Also, the amount of luxury that we get, so-called in hostels, which doesn't feel like a hostel. It's more like a resort kind of feeling over there. So that's there. And apart from that, the amenities are pretty good. The mess, there are with respect to rising number of students, there are about 6 messes that function in our college. So that gives a very holistic and a very comfortable stay for all the students, since it's primarily residential in nature. My favorite corner is definitely the flag pool. The view from there is pretty spectacular. Apart from the idea of pride that we get through looking at, in the mornings when you look at sipping your coffee from every corner of the college, you can see the flag. So that is one of the very heartwarming experiences that you get right in the morning. So that's my favorite spot.